If you're a federal worker and you're worried about getting fired, getting RIFed, being forced to take a position at a lower pay grade than you were before at your agency, here's some things I would suggest. If you have a collective bargaining agreement in place, I would talk to your union rep. No, that's not an option for people at some agencies where you don't have collective bargaining agreements or union reps. Next best step, talk to a lawyer. I know some of you are not in a financial position, especially if you're worried about getting laid off, getting RIFed, getting fired, of going out and paying an hour or two for a lawyer's time to ask them a bunch of questions to make you feel better. So what would I do if I was in that position? So I am a lawyer, but I'm not an employment lawyer. I worked for the federal government, but my position was in finance. If I was still at the government and I had an employment law question and I didn't have the money to pay an attorney for a few hours of their time, here's two things I would recommend. I found these on Amazon, and I'll put a link in the description so you can buy them if you think they'll be helpful. This one is the Federal Employees Legal Survivor Guide, 3rd edition, came out in 2014. This is very thorough. I don't have it, but I looked through the contents and it's extremely thorough. As you can see, it's 700 pages almost. So whatever question you have about different legal protections, how a RIF works, things like that, this might be a really good resource. $100 is a little steep, but definitely cheaper than an hour of a lawyer's time if you went to a lawyer who specializes in employment law. I think this would be a good alternative to that, just to understand the process involved and your rights and things like that. If that's a little steep, here's something else I found. This was from last year. This is put out by FedWeek. Some of you may read FedWeek. This one's only 250 pages, so it won't cover as much and as much detail as the other one, but at the same time, it's less than $20. So definitely worth it, $20 for some peace of mind and to learn some answers to the questions you have. And if it doesn't have your questions answered, let you know where to start looking. So those are two great resources. And many of you might be familiar with Fedsmith, their website. They also have a YouTube channel, and they've been doing a really great job keeping people updated on the different goings-on of this current administration and Donald Trump and President Musk. And if you have some questions, these are actual employment lawyers and people. If you have some questions, these are actual employment lawyers and people very familiar with the federal system. And they have some really helpful YouTube videos on there, and they're very timely. They put 1 or 2 out a day. So I've been very impressed with what they've been doing lately. So anyway, those two links I'll put in the description, so you can click on them if you want to order them from Amazon. Fedsmith is a good resource, both their website and their YouTube channel. And hiring a lawyer, that's a great option if you have the money. If not, and you're in an agency that has collective bargaining, definitely speak to your union reps. They might know more about what's going on behind the scenes than is on the news. But that's what I would do if I was in your shoes. This isn't legal advice because although I was a lawyer in the federal government, I was never an employment lawyer, and I'm just trying to help you out. So if I was in your shoes and I didn't know where to turn, these are the resources that I would use. So I hope it's helpful to you. And if you know someone that would benefit from the things I've recommended, feel free to forward them this video or forward them the links. And if you want to support the channel, there's a Buy Me a Coffee link down there. And if you have questions, you can put them in the comments, and I'll see if I can answer them if I know the answer. So I did work for the government for 20 years and recently retired. And you might say, wow, you're too young and good looking to be old enough to retire. And that's correct. But I think I had been there long enough. I enjoyed my time there. I enjoyed my coworkers, but I did not want to work for the current administration, and I took an early retirement. So anyway, as I said, leave a comment if you have any specific questions. And if I don't know the answer, I'll try to steer you in the right direction, either a resource, such a website, another video, or anything like that. Good luck out there. A lot of people found my prior list really helpful, and I posted a link to the text of the list in a pinned comment so you can copy it if you want, but I realize it doesn't have the same formatting as the one in the video, so feel free to use the pinned comment for the information, and feel free to use the pinned comment for all the information so you don't have to copy it from here. Sorry about the formatting there. I know it's a difficult time. You guys do important work, and some of us appreciate that. Even if you don't feel seen, we see you, and we appreciate the work you're doing. Stay strong. Don't give up.